Hey, what's going on, you guys? This is Hyperion-Blue-GT. It's time to get ready for the fourth round in the 2020 Series Nations Cup on Gran Turismo Sport. Now we are racing at Sardegna Road Track B reverse for 12 laps, and we're going in to choose the N100 category for today. Since we took the first block to be at Laguna Seca by using the Monster Roadster touring car, we'll be having a one-make race. So I'm about to get ready to use the Lancia Stratos 1973 to be ready to go. Balance of performance regulations to be all set automatically to be on the power and weight to be changed up by the different percentage. So the tires we'll be using were the Comfort soft tires for today, so looks like this one might have no required tires to be needed. So before enjoying watching the video, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and check out some more videos if you like. Feel free to enjoy it anytime you want for the entertainment. Now it's time to get ready to start the race, and let's begin. The 2020 series of the Nations Cup is about to begin, and everybody is about to get started by having a 100N category. We'll be getting started out to begin. So looks like we have Gran 12F is now taking first place to get started. Looks like Tahoe is now taking second place to be at the start. And here's Kentail 01 is now taking third place to get started with a Monster Roadster touring car. And here's myself in fourth place in the Lancia Stratos 1973 with the UDRS livery variant. And here's Indy 500 miles in fifth place. Sixth place is Oil Pressure P7M5 is about to get prepared to go on. Engineer RE is now taking seventh place in the Silver Style Monster Roadster. And here's Baraptorus 22 in eighth place. And here's Google Magic in ninth place. And it looks like this is going to be having a Toyota 86 GRMN in 10th place to be having Mitch Booth 7th. AKO is now taking in 11th place. Here's Miller GHJR is now taking 12th place to get prepared. It looks like we have a 13th place driver, Netra 144 in the Renault Sport Celio 220 EDC Trophy. And here's Mob Up Midgets in 14th place in the GT Limited version of the Toyota 86. Canopius is now taking 15th place in the Toyota SFR. It looks like Bowman Fan Forever 88 is now taking 16th place. It looks like we have a Ferrari Dino 246 GT is now in 17th place. Phil 1111 is now 18th place in the Lancia Stratos. JRB 29 takes on 19th place in the Monster Roadster touring car. So it looks like everybody is all set and ready to go. This will be having a fine rolling start to be prepared for having a good solid formation. Different sports car has definitely might be given the best selection to be picked by any GT players. So it looks like this one might have to get started out. Gonna have to keep a good eye on the top three drivers by using the Monster Roadster touring car. 3 seconds on the clock and we're about to hit the green light for go. And let's do this, you guys. This will be having a nice solid clean race to be around in the reverse course track of Sardegna Road Track B. And we are going underway. Keep it going on to the full straight, and here comes the first turn. This is going to have to take a good inside position. Gotta make sure to avoid taking the outside by getting off the track. Looks like I'm going in to keep pushing in. Take that inside and make that overtake. Kentail 01 is now in fourth place. Now I'm in third place, but looks like I'm going in on the upper hand. Very good for Gran 12F in first place, and looks like Tahoe is now going in to take second place to take. There you go. Looks like this is going to be having a nice solid inside turn, and looks like Gran 12F is now definitely having a slow recovery to be in second place. So looks like this will have the leads up for Tahoe in first place. So looks like I'm going in, folks. This will be having a one excited epic battle between the Monster Roadster touring car versus the Lancia Stratos 1973. So this is going to be a one heated battle that this will take a good ways from an N200 into an N100 category will be used for the competition. But wait, looks like Kentail Ever 01 is now storming in. This wheel might be getting interrupted by the chase. So this will be having a 2-on-1 battle. Just going to keep going in onto that inside of the turn. Proceed onto the last corner. So this will have to lead up at the end of the first lap. Now moving on to the second lap by taking the full straight. Gonna have to keep it careful because this will be having a spot to avoid a penalty to be taking the effect for only 3.5 seconds. Gonna have to be very careful, you guys. This is gonna be a one solid competition race needs to go forward. Taking a clean run is going to be the only option. Now we're in lap number 2, 10 more to go. It looks like this is going to be having Tahoe is now going forward to take the lead. Looks like I had to go up onto second place, and oh man, it looks like this is going to be pretty hard to contact to see this one here. That was so close for friend 12F. That will make me to be prevented to be forced to spin off the track. It looks like Kentail Ever 01 is now going in back onto second place. And here comes the downhill slope of the corner. Looks like this is going to be pretty good, and oh, so close for Kentail Ever 01. Could probably have to keep it careful because the sand trap was definitely might be given the weakness. But wait, looks like this is going to be having a one tough outside late braking point to be going onto the hard lap. So that will put me back onto the second place, viewers. I can probably do it. This will be having a good position to be in the silver position. We'll be doing the best run. So it looks like Tahoe is definitely might be going in to keep going. I bet he could probably have to take home the podium until whenever he reaches up onto the final lap. Now, looks like this will might have some several drivers by using the Monster Roadster touring car will be taking the chase to catch up to me by using the 1970s Lancia Stratos. Will be in for having a silver position to stay well defended. Gonna have to keep a good eye on the gap distance, but this wheel might have a new set of a lap time for Tahoe for only 2 minutes and 2.624 seconds. I bet he's going in to take the full straight to be taking the good speed. I bet he's going in to beat a new record. Gonna have to keep a good closer eye on him whenever he's crossing up onto the line by having the next lap. And there you go, 1 minute and 53.536 seconds. He is going faster with his Monster Roadster touring car, folks. He can probably do his best out there. He can probably have to take everything what he got. Gonna have to keep it careful because the first turn is gonna be a very tough effort. Just gonna need to keep a good technique. Coming straight right back onto the downhill slope of the corner of the track. There you go. This wheel might have an easy solid turn formation. Gonna have to make a good left turn. Better watch out for that sand trap. That wheel might slow our tires down to be given a slow effect. It looks like here comes the 8th place driver. Oil pressure P7M5 is now going in to reach up to the top. I bet he can do it because I could probably believe in him, but now he's moving on to 7th place. He's about to get closer to catch up onto Fran 12F in 6th place. So it looks like this is going to be having a good run out there for Oil Pressure P7M5, folks. I bet he is going to be a very good, excellent driver whenever he's going to have to take one good main focus to catch up. So it looks like he's about to be going in to catch up onto Google Magic after being overtaken by Fran_12F to be moved on to be in 5th place. Gotta make sure that the last turn is gonna have to take plenty more clean turns to be in a good solid formation. Make a good aim on the apex, but don't get stepped in onto the blue line. So that wheel might have a compromise for having a penalty. So just gonna make sure to keep exercise caution whenever you're gonna have to take the full straight by proceed to the next lap. We're in lap number 4, so looks like this is gonna have to take the usual lap time that this one might need to keep up the pace. Gonna have to take the first turn. Will might need to go early. Gonna have to get closer to Tahoe in first place. Looks like the gap distance is definitely might be to the decrease effect. Coming back down to the slope of the corner turn. This is gonna have to get a lot of more speed by taking the downhill. He's taking the left position on the corner. I bet he probably had to stay safe by now. This will be given the fine direction to be given a good landing spot by seeing the apex. So I hope this is going to be good to see how Gran 12F is going to have to take third place. The battle goes on to see how several drivers by using the Monster Roadster is about to kick things up a notch. But I hope this is going to have to take plenty more precision racing skill level to probably might need to do the inside turn. While I'm doing it for taking a long chase to catch up onto Tahoe in first place. Gonna have to keep expecting for having an inside turn, will have to keep it in. Just gonna have to avoid getting caught in a sand trap that might be able to slow down. Strategies has definitely might become important. Just gonna make sure that the road surface of the track is gonna be the safe zone. Gotta keep it careful at the final turn. Just gonna make sure that this is gonna have to keep it well cleared up on the further notice. It looks like here's Indy 500 miles is now going forward to take 8th place. So looks like he's about to catch up onto Oil Pressure P7M5. And there you go, folks. I just took the new set of fast lap times until Gran 12F is definitely steals my lap time for only 1 minute and 51.725 seconds. Looks like he is on a rush out there, folks. Earlier at the time, I was about to be going in by having a good lap time. I just barely made a good tip on the lead. But maybe this will have to take plenty more practice runs to be used later on during the competition. But this is going to be pretty too expected to be soon. Now it looks like Hyperion is now going in onto 8th place. So I hope Oil Pressure P7M5 could probably have to stay in 7th place until trying needs to catch up onto Google Magic in 6th place. Mitja Palusa 7 is now taking on to be in 5th place. So it looks like Engineer RE and Gran 12F is now going to have to take that leading chase to catch them up on it, because the battle of 3rd place is going to have to take that conclusion. But this is going to have to take plenty more paces to be left to turn by peeling a lot of corners whenever they had to see the sand traps has definitely might be the incoming approach. Looks like the gap distance is definitely might be increasing for Tahoe in 1st place. 3.5 seconds up ahead when I'm in 2nd place. Looks like this is going to be a long chase for the Lancia Stratos. Could probably might need to keep going to stay on a good cleaning position. That's what UDRS in Sportec was making a good objective. Reached up to the top 3 without having a penalty is definitely the important solution. That might have a good ways to perform a racing strategy. Moving on to the 6th lap, only 6 more to go. Just going to keep it well monitored check on it, because whenever we reached up onto the 10th lap, this is going to have to give for only 2 more to go. But this is going to have to take a lot of handling by dealing the first turn. It's going to have to take plenty more practice to be able to go. Looks like Tahoe has barely made a slow down by taking a short recovery, so looks like I'm going in to keep getting a little bit nearly there. Only 2 seconds up ahead, because I bet he can still got this one. But I could probably have to take a lot of more speed whenever I could probably take the chance when any other opponents, when taking the lead, is going to have to take plenty more concentration could be needs to go. It looks like it's going right back onto the hill climb. This is going to be taking a one good chance. I hope this wheel might have a good overtake, folks. Taking on the left turn after going onto the hill climb, but this will have to take the next turn. Gonna have to keep it careful to avoid getting caught in the sand trap. There we go. Looks like he's going on for having an early braking point. Perfect touchdown onto the apex. Now that was a very fine clean cornering by using the Monster Roadster touring car, folks. Same thing goes by using the Lancia Stratos, has definitely might be given the best rivalry race for the N200 category. But this will be having a good M100 race. If any driver could probably might use the 88.6 Turismo, that would be the best time. So let's kick things up onto the 7th lap. So looks like I'm going in. This is gonna have to take the first turn. We'll be taking the best moments. Gonna have to keep the clean turn. Looks like Tahoe is gonna be quite doing great. I bet he's doing perfectly fine. Hope this is gonna have to get a little bit close in to be getting a little bit much hired up on it. And wait, looks like Trent 12F is now coming in. I cannot believe it. He's going right straight through me, and now looks like he's just using all the speed he's been doing this, since he's just going to need to catch up onto the best limit. Gran 12F is now going in to take the higher run, and this is going to be one excellent race out there, folks. The 3rd place driver is now taking the comeback to catch up onto one of the top 3 drivers in the 1st and 2nd place. This may be the unexpected surprise, but looks like he's got a lot of racing techniques on his sleeves, so he's going in to pass my position. Gonna have to be ready to defend. Oh boy, looks like he just already did. This is gonna have to take that slightly turn by taking the risk. Gran 12F is now in 2nd place, folks. I cannot believe this. He just barely made the inside turn to go right past me while taking a handling situation has definitely might be going on. So looks like he's going in to catch up onto Tahoe in 1st place. 2 Monster Roadsters has barely stormed in the battle between a touring car and the Lancia Stratos. So looks like this is going to be having a double company for only one classic sports car has definitely might be needs to change up the different plan. By the end of the 7th lap, now moving on to the 8th lap, so looks like this is going to be a one epic top 3 battle whenever this is going to be having a lot of good chance to go on. Coming right back onto the downhill section of the track, looks like 2 drivers are in a good position to be taking the good speed. I hope this is going to be a one-side bet whenever which one of these 2 drivers by using the Monster Roadster touring car will be able to win. Better go with Gran_12F or Tahoe, but this is going to be a one determined choice to see which one of them will be taking home the gold. Looks like this is going to be getting a little bit closer. Gonna expect the overtake to see one of them will be going right past by. Taking the inside for Gran 12F is now taking the inside to see it, so looks like Tahoe is definitely might be gonna have to do the same thing. Make that right turn, and oh, looks like this is gonna be almost so close to see it. A side-by-side by having a 2 car will be going in onto the same lane, and looks like this is gonna be good to see it. Yes, looks like Gran 12F just barely took the lead, and it looks like, oh man, it looks like this is gonna be getting closer onto the final turn. Tahoe is now going on to take 2nd place, and looks like this is going to be good to see how Gran 12F is now going in to have a nice upper hand position to be in 1st place. Gonna keep going, Tahoe. Just gonna need to take a lot of good racing positions to be yet to go. So I guess this wheel might have a best seat in the house to be in 3rd place, folks. But maybe this wheel might be given the best time to grab a popcorn, so I could probably watch them to see how they can probably battle it out to take on the best finish. So it looks like this is going to be pretty great to see how Gran 12F, looks like Tahoe is now going in to have a nice position to be on the overtake. Going straight back onto the downhill section of the track, and oh man, looks like this is going to be so close for Gran 12F. Good thing he's stepping in onto the apex, so he's still in the lead by keeping a good, well defended. It looks like Tahoe could probably still got enough chance. This is going to be a most impressive battle out there, viewers. Gonna have to take a nice lower slope on the terrain, and now coming back onto the hill climb. This is going to be pretty great. I hope Tahoe could probably have to do the same thing. Just find a good technique to see how he can do it whenever he needs to get closer to friend 12F in the lead. That should do it. So looks like this is going to be the only ticket. Give a good position without getting caught in the sand trap. These two could probably be unstoppable by having a good fierce dogfight. Gonna have to take the final turn, and this wheel might give a good perfect position by stepping in near towards the apex. So looks like this wheel might have to going in to proceed onto the next lap. So looks like they're about to be going in onto lap number 10. And this will have the leads up for only 2 more to go. I hope everybody is going to have a lot of good racing runs out there to be on the road track B of Sardegna. So looks like Oil Pressure P7M5 is now in 6th place. I hope he can do it. He can probably have to catch up with only 2 cars left, but now he's in 4th place whenever he's going to have to do a lot of chance. This is going to have to take a lot of good moderation racing skills whenever he has a lot of ways to perform. But I bet he's the only main driver throughout the only race event series in the Nations Cup and the Manufacturer Series. So he can probably have to do the best reliable racing skills, so looks like he's going in to take on 5th place. Switch back onto 6th place by Michapalooza 7. So looks like this is going to be one good interesting battle to see it. So meanwhile, I hope this is going to be having a 2-car battle by having the Monster Roadster has definitely might be yet continued. Tahoe is definitely going in left behind, while Gran 12F could probably have to take the upper hand advantage, will be going in to take home the podium. So it looks like this is going to have to take a little bit more view distance left by the range, but this is going to have to keep a good calculation check for only 1.5 seconds. Gotta keep up the best work out there, Tahoe. This is going to be a most interesting battle whenever you're going to need to catch up onto Gran 12F. Now, looks like this is going to be having Engineer RE is now taking on 4th place. I bet he can probably have to take a lot of speed out there to see it. Looks like he's going in to catch up onto my 3rd place position. Gonna have to wait until be ready to defend. But this wheel might have UDRS in Sportec will have to stay on in 3rd place. Gotta make sure that it's going to be all or nothing. One more lap to go, but this is going to be having a fine, solid racing work out there. Just going to have to go with the touring car and regular sports car between the differences in modern and classic. Just going to have to stay on for 3rd place by having the Lancia Stratos, who will be on the bronze position by the finish. Going to have to take the left braking point. Going in by having a good smooth turn regularly. And looks like the gap distance is definitely might be decreasing in. Looks like this is going to be going in to break apart for only 8 seconds behind. Gonna need to keep a little bit more time. While the 2 drivers are now going to have to take the battle, will continue on. So looks like this is going to have to take a good eye on the 1st and 2nd place driver. Gran 12F is now going to have to stay on the lead. It looks like Tahoe is going to have to keep going by the chase. So this wheel might have to save it before the final lap will begin. This is going to be a now or never to see how fast can these 2 could probably might need to go in by the distance to make a good solid lineup to do the slipstream to race up the acceleration. It looks like this is going to be going in to reach up for only 1 more final lap. So looks like this is going to be pretty great to see it. And here it comes. The final lap is about to begin. this is going to be a one epic battle conclusion to see it. Gran 12F versus Tahoe is now going in to take home the gold. But this is going to be having a one tough distance to see it. Better have that first turn to be successfully achieved well. Gonna have to stay well defended for myself to be in third place. It looks like Engineer RE is about to be going in to keep pacing up the limits. Oil Pressure P7M5 is now going in to take 5th place. So it looks like he's about to catch up onto Engineer RE. Gonna have to expect to see how the two drivers are taking the downhill position on the corner of the track. So it looks like this one might have a lower slope to proceed onto the hill climb. Gotta make sure to see how Tahoe could probably make its last chance. Keep going in on the main focus. You'll be fine in no time because this is going to be a one fierce epic battle to see how two monster roasters could probably might have to reach up with only a few corners left by the terrain. After taking the left turn on the hairpin, so looks like this is going to be pretty tough to be very careful by getting a little bit caught on the sand trap. Looks like this is going to be a pretty good ticket way to go. So look at Gran 12F go. Looks like he's going in. Two drivers are about to proceed onto the final turn, so it looks like they're about to make their final stretch. This is going to be pretty good, pretty excellent, and this is going to be a one good straight lineup to be on a good solid run. Looks like this is going to be pretty good, so looks like Tahoe is definitely might be going on to keep pushing in, and looks like there you go folks. Looks like Gran 12F has successfully won first place in the 4th round in the 2020 Series Nations Cup. Now that was a pretty exciting one-on-one battle to take on the final lap. Gran 12F has successfully won the race. Now that was pretty awesome out there folks. So looks like Tahoe just barely made it in 2nd place. So looks like I just finally made it in 3rd. Now that was a pretty awesome battle out there whenever I see the two drivers could probably take home the gold. So looks like every driver could probably have a Monster Roadster touring car, and any other vehicles could probably have a good ways to go. So looks like this is going to be a one excited race for any N100 category to be choosing by any other vehicles between the classic and modern vehicles. So this is going to be having some best time out there for having this competition race. So looks like everybody did so well for having a good time. So looks like this is going to be having a result to confirm. So this is going to be having a nice 3rd place finish out there. So I did great out to be on the good ways to have a nice easy going race. Gonna have a 1 star to be earned, so this is going to be having a good race position by 1. A new consecutive clean race record will be taking the start over by square 1, but this will have to take the points earned by 68. Just going to have to take 3rd place earnings, and this might be very perfectly to congratulate them for having a nice race. So looks like this is going to have to go over to Gran_12F and Tahoe. They did a pretty good job out there, viewers. 2 Monster Roadster touring car will be taking a good epic battle. But this is going to be pretty good to see whenever each driver could probably have to perform a side-by-side. But this is going to be a very good way to have a good replay for the highlights. It was a fantastic race out there, folks. Seeing 2 Monster Roadster touring car will be taking the battle for 1st place, while having a classic Italian sports car will be doing a 3rd place by having a good finish. For the Lancia Stratos with the UDRS InSportTech livery will take it to the track. Round 5 is coming up, for the next race is going to be at Autodromo National Monza by having the Lamborghini Huracan Group 4 category by doing a 1-make race. And this is going to be a very good time out there by taking a lot of practice before we will get started. Alright folks, I hope you really enjoyed watching the race. Thanks for watching, and be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, bell for notification uploads, and the links on the description down below if you want to see more. Livery blog videos are available to watch anytime you want. This will be the entertainment showcase about different cars with liveries I have made. Thank you for watching, And I'll see you guys next time for continuing in the 2020 series manufactured series on Gran Turismo Sport. And I'll see you guys later. Keep on racing, stay clean.